Hey guys, good morning. This is German Melo here in Sydney, Australia, end of May 2022. I'm very pleased to be here with one of the most amazing person I want to be share with 10 minutes or 15 minutes with you guys. It's just a blessing to have her here in my house. And first and foremost, guys, I will love you making a comments. If you love this life, I would love you guys a thumbs up if it's in Facebook or taps in Instagram. It's really important to tell Donna how much we appreciate her having here. So making a comments to say thanks or give us loves is so important. So I introduced to my beautiful, amazing friend. I say friend, but is I don't know how I can explain she is, but she is. And a big applause to my friend Donna. How are you, Donna? Good morning.
Thank you, Herman. Thank you for inviting me along to share my story.
Nice. It's a pleasure to have you. Time is a big value, and I'm very appreciate you here. We want to spend very short time with a very big value. So I'm not gonna take too much in details. I met Donna because she's a wife of the amazing man. His name is Jeff, and then I was approach him and approach her in order to telling you, all of you people, how amazing things is happening in the world. But it's not only about business. It's not only about selling. It's not only about engaging. It's more about value. And this is the thing, guys. Donna today is going to share with us a very important testimonial, a personal testimonial. Something happens to her, something she never thought is going to happen, but this is life. It happens to, we are humans. We open to anything, and anything can happen, but always is a solution. Either mindset, love, family, is always a solution. So, Donna, I'm gonna make a comment, and the comment is, you was diagnosed 2 years ago with an autoimmune disease called. Sorry, guys, I'm not saying it right. It's not my first language.
Psoriatic arthritis.
There we go. She knows better than me, which is not very common in human beings in the planet. We count it with hands. It's very unusual to get this kind of stuff in your body. And I know two people. One is Donna, and one of my family member has the same thing. So that's why I connect to Donna, because it's linking to my heart. Is part of my family, and I identify it straight away. And I knew I have to talk to Donna, and I love Donna share with this. So Donna, please just let us know who you are, and yeah, first and foremost, who you are, sure. Thank you.
Hey, thank you, Herman. All right, thank you. So while you're in Australia, I'm here in my home in Auckland, New Zealand, and the sun was out just a minute ago because you can see my dog is busy sunbathing. So, the sun's just disappeared, so hopefully he won't start snoring. So Auckland's my home, my husband Jeff, a couple of years ago, like you mentioned, I got diagnosed with psoriatic arthritis, and that was a bit of a shock. And people wouldn't think of arthritis as just the knobbly fingers. Maybe you've had a grandmother or somebody that's got the knobbly fingers and they're always hurting. Yeah. And that's the common arthritis. So there's like osteo and rheumatoid arthritis, and I got one that was slightly different, psoriatic. And basically what that is that psoriasis in your joints. Okay, so psoriasis is like, and I don't know how this translates for you, but people have eczema or psoriasis on their skin, rashes on their skin, and it actually starts attacking your joints. And so while I have the pain, I won't get the knobbly fingers because medication these days prevents that. But yeah, I still have my autoimmune creating issues and attacking my joints, etc., etc. And I do have a finger. I won't really show you which one it is, but because it's a bit rude. But one of my fingers doesn't bend anymore, and so that probably won't ever happen again. So medicine and medications is what they can do nowadays is amazing, but there's still stuff they can't do. So I think
but I like what you say. What you say. And look, guys, this is it's very important you guys know this. Very important. I love this point because what we're sharing here is a testimonial, first of all. Secondly, we're going to talk about how become better and recovering amazingly. But this is not any pharmaceutic or drugs from doctors, recipes, stuff like that, guys. This is something like you're gonna get in from a hospital doctors. This is absolutely natural. If I'm wrong, please tell me. This is absolutely natural, creating for more than 7 years research, and then it's come to the planet. It's only between New Zealand and Australia, but the way, which is the number one in the planet. And then important you guys know this. I don't know how else can I explain that, but you know what I'm saying, Donna, like it's not
exposed. So I mean, I've been with New Skin a number of years. I won't say how many because that makes me sound old.
You look fantastic.
But a long time. And so I thought I was relatively healthy. I was taking all my supplements. But, there's things that happen in life and you can't control all the environmental stresses that you have. At some point, my body decided that my autoimmune was going to kick in and, this was going to happen. And so when 2 years ago, I just started getting a rash on my body. And then I woke up one morning and my finger was all swollen and I couldn't bend it. And it took me about 3 months or so to work out what was going on, going off to all these specialists, trying to figure it out. And I was, taking supplements, and I knew about New Skin's gut product that was happening. I've been knowing about it for 7 years. And I, back of my mind, was thinking it would be great if this product came out soon, because I'm sure there's a connection with my gut and what is happening. And once I found out what I've got, and then I started doing more research, I believe that I had leaky gut, and it's a very common thing that people have that around the world. It's staggering the numbers when you research it, how many people have got leaky gut, but it's a lot of people don't diagnose. And all it is meaning that that what you eat is leaking into your body. It's not all getting passed through, it's leaking into your body, and that's causing problems. And with your gut linking to your brain, it's they say your gut is your brain. It's your number one brain. It's and if you research it again, you'll see that there's links to mental health and all sorts of things back to your gut. And it's it's been a hot topic in the last couple of years about how gut health is the main thing to look after. So I've as things started happening, my finger was swelling. It took a few months to work out what was going on. Things very suddenly, very quickly deteriorated. I had brain fog, fatigue, I was sleeping lots. I was walking around like an old lady. You know, a lot of pain. Just lots of things going on, and we, you know,
so
couldn't work out what was going on.
You said that there was very quick. So it was 2 years ago. In 2 years ago, like you start to feel it, all of this, like super quick in 3 months, 4 months. That was not announcing like, oh, I got headache. It's just like bam, bam, bam.
Yeah, I woke up like a swollen finger. I haven't been able to bend it since. That was out of the blue. And then within 2 to 3 months, you know, progressed really rapidly. Finally found out what I had. And then I am on medication. I will be on medication for the rest of my life, which is for my joints. And to prevent it, you know, seizing up any of my other joints. And that causes problems as well. That also gives me fatigue and brain fog. I have a tiny little couple of pills once a week, and it can just whack me the next day. I had hair loss. So it was all stuff going on. Oh, yeah, wow. So it's like chemo pill that they give you.
Strong.
So anyway, so that was all going on. I got myself sorted on that. I took a year off. I didn't do any work. My husband basically fired me. You know, we're very lucky. We have our own business. We work from home. And he said to me one day, "You're fired." He said, "Go off and look after yourself. Get yourself sorted. Amazing. Spend the time for yourself." So yes, I have very lucky. I have a very loving husband that is, you know, and also that we can do that. We have a business that we can do that. And so that's what I did. And I just basically spent the year just sleeping, feeling really flat. I don't want to do anything. I wouldn't even take my dog for a walk. My husband did it all. And I just worked on myself. And then I think about August last year, finally, New Skin brought out their gut product, the Meta, and I was the first one to get a bottle of it here in New Zealand. The company were great enough they knew what was going on, and they were great enough to send me a bottle down, and I had a bottle, and I only had one bottle, and then I was getting to the end, and I was panicking because I didn't know they were trying to get some more for me. And I was panicking because I was starting to see results, and I didn't want to stop. So within the first bottle, I found that my brain was working a lot better.
When you open the bottle, you put faith and you say, "This is gonna change my life. I'm gonna feel much better," or you still have not like that foggy brain and you don't really thinking much about it. It was still foggy.
Yeah, like I couldn't. It was so bad. I couldn't even send an email. I couldn't go on the computer and send an email. I couldn't. I remember once going online to pay a bill, you know, go online and do a payment. And it took me almost half an hour, something that would almost take me 30 seconds normally to do. And because your brain, you know what you want to do, but it's like trying to go through this big foggy, and then you start doubly checking, triple checking, making sure that everything is correct. And what am I doing again? And I click here and I do that. It's just the strangest thing. So I was not on a computer for a long, long time. Anyway, so I then went on this and it took me about 3 weeks to start noticing. I was feeling a bit more, not happy, but a bit more energy.
Like lighter.
And then I wanted to do some more things. Got a second bottle, and that one going on my second bottle was, I could definitely see changes.
Okay.
And then I started, there was like a switch went in my brain, and I did more in 3 days than I had done in the whole year. I went out and spent a day out in the garden for the whole day. And my husband at the end up saying, "Are you coming inside?" And then I did a big spring clean in our bedroom, and I changed everything around, and I cleaned out my wardrobe. And it wasn't because it was giving me energy, or I didn't have excess energy. It was just that my brain was clear that all these things that were bugging me, I could do it. It just felt like I could do it. So I could handle it. It wasn't too much. I wasn't in overwhelm. I wasn't in anxiety. I wasn't in fatigue, and I was clear. And so I was doing things. And since then, I think I've been on the product now, or I started in August, and we are now May. So, and I've noticed now that I am probably about 98% back in the brain. There's a couple of now and again I struggle sometimes with words, or I'm not. I used to be a person that people know me as very organized, gets things done. But now sometimes I second guess myself now and again. I go, did I do that? And sometimes I haven't. So I don't trust myself fully. But then my girlfriends tell me that, hey, they get that anyway as they're getting older.
Wow.
So
amazing.
And I just I've noticed in the last 2 months now, I've realized I'm not taking naps in the afternoon. I used to do that when I was doing some computer work. I'd still be tired and I need to have a break afterwards, or I would. So I just realized that I'm just almost back to my former self.
Wow.
And amazing. It's all because of this meta product, all these purple pills. And, leaky gut takes a while to fix as well. So, this psoriasis that just came up in my body just didn't basically happen overnight. There was something simmering away in my body, and it's woken up. And so it takes a while for those things to work in your body. So, I'm on it for life. I'll never, ever, ever stop taking meta. I just think there's so many benefits in so many ways that anybody in today's world should be on it.
Should be on it, yeah. Is any age, in order to take the product, any age have to respect that in order to take the meta?
Anybody, as long as you can take pills, anyone should be on it. I know that I've heard stories of kids being on it, helping with their mental issues, I could say. Even kids like autistic, things like that, are having some success. So anybody can take it. I think I personally would say any woman between the ages of in their 30s upwards should be on it. Women entering perimenopause should be on it, because they also have the brain fog, the fatigue. Anybody should be on it. It's just so many things that, everything that we eat, look, we're not all perfect, and we can't eat, the perfect food every single day. Right. There's so much going on. You need to look after your gut, because your gut will look after you, and you want that balance. And with all the things that are going on with people with mental awareness now, everyone should be on it. Is
one of the particular things you mentioned, and it's many people doesn't know this brain fog means, or why people can focus in something simple like pay a bill, or something simple like making a cup of tea or stuff like that. It's just because something's happening there. But in another part of the human beings, they can't understand that, because it's not for everybody.
So, I mean, I would have been the same. I thought someone told me brain fog, I'd be going, oh, that's sad. Yeah. But when it happens, it's just these things in your brain can't connect. It is a maze. And I'd be having conversations with people, and I would know what I wanted to say and nothing would come out, or I'd start a sentence and I would stop because I forget what I'm talking about, or I couldn't find the words that I wanted. And so and then I was exhausted because my brain was working so hard to try and have this conversation. So, yeah.
Well, this is a big conversation, and we nearly finished. And I'm very thank you. Guys, you have a lot of value. Please make in a comment. Thank you. Congratulations. Thank you. Congratulations. Guys, what Donna doing here with us is just give it a simple, human, vulnerable testimonial. Just for all of those people, they don't know about a brain fog or mindset, a blurry. What you can tell them before we go? What we can say to them, like people they can't believe, because you understand now.
I think also some people don't realize they have a bit of brain fog. They just put it down to, oh, I'm getting older, I forget things, you know. So I would say to anybody, you know, try meta, journal it every day, write things down. I mean, for me, I didn't notice anything for 3 weeks. Some people might be sooner. You know, I have other friends that are on it and are getting totally different things than me, but that's because I had a particular health problem and Meta is fixing me for that. And as I'm getting better, now I'm finally, after I don't know how many months I've been on, 8 months, finally starting to see some changes that they're experiencing. You know, we've had people that works on the visceral fat layer in your body. That's the fat that goes around your organs, you know. It's not the fat that you can punch, it's just the fat that goes around your organs. And so that is disappearing and making them appear slimmer, or be slimmer, not appear, but be slimmer. You know, I've got people that have got more energy. And when I say energy, that's not that they're bouncing around like full of, I just think their brain is clearer, and so they want to do things. You know, I know another lady who's on Meta, and she has arthritis, not my type, but another type of arthritis. And her daughter was just sharing with me yesterday that she is now exercising and losing weight because her mind is clear and can do it. She wants to do it. And so she's getting benefits. So there's so many add-on benefits. So yeah.
Oh, Donna, this is wonderful. This is beautiful. This is big, and it's a lot to say. It's a lot to share. A lot of people with testimonials, but in this time of life, I think what we create now is not curious. We not try to create curious. We want to give value to all of you people. Deserve to know what's going on and why. Our team, we talking about Meta every day in all platforms, because it's very important. It's health, it's mental health, wellness. So Donna, thank you so much indeed. I'm very appreciative. I don't have words to say. Thanks to be here with us, guys. Don't forget, say thanks to Donna, making a comments, thumbs up, click the bottom double heart. Donna, I have no much to say. I'm speechless. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Herman. And listen, if it could help one other person, you know, at least one other person, and they listen to this and they give it a go, you know, and then one day you have them to share their story, and then they can just pay it forward, you know, then that's awesome.
Fantastic. Awesome. Thank you.
Have a great day. Thank you so much,
everybody. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Donna. Bye for now. Ciao.